Hello! In this video, we're going to take a look at updates from Fall 2021 to various academic technologies in use at Case Western Reserve University, including Canvas, Echo 360, Google Workspace, Zoom, and Box. Let's get started. There have been many small updates to Canvas in the past semester, including a number of improvements to the gradebook and SpeedGrader. In the gradebook, you can now search for students in addition to the assignment search field. You'll also notice that gradebook settings now appear in a sidebar instead of a drop-down menu. Moving into the SpeedGrader, you can now easily mark students as exempt from an assignment or add a late or missing flag. Previously, these options were only available in the gradebook. You'll also see a new word count display for submissions on the SpeedGrader sidebar. Finally, you can get a sneak preview of the new quizzes tool that Canvas has been working on. While there are still improvements to be made in the upcoming months, it's nice to see what the tool will look like. More information about new quizzes will be available later in the semester. Turning toward Echo 360, you'll notice small changes to the media player and interface for creating polls and editing videos. Looking toward the future, the next Echo 360 release in January 2022 will also rename the Groups feature to Collections, and you'll see Collections in your library. Collections are a great way to gather your content together and share it with other users in Echo 360. Currently, collections can only be created by administrators, so let us know at echo360@case.edu if you'd like to take a look. Google Workspace has a lot of new improvements. Google Calendar has added the ability to share where you're working from when accepting calendar invitations, letting you quickly tell folks if you'll be joining virtually or otherwise. You can also set your work location at the top of each day to indicate if you're working from home or the office. And you can even set up a regular schedule if you have a recurring set of days you work off campus. For any event that you've scheduled, you'll also now see an option to create meeting notes. Selecting this will create a Google Doc with a predefined layout, including meeting participants, an area for notes, and a list of action items. You'll notice on the side of your calendar the new Time Insights feature, which lets you see some interesting data about how you spend your time. Finally, in Calendar, you can now set your self-focus time. These blocks of time allow you to schedule your own time for yourself, showing you as busy to anyone looking at your calendar. Google Sheets and Slides have added functionality to theme color tools, making it easier than ever to adjust your colors for the entire sheet or presentation. In Sheets, Slides, and Docs, you'll notice more functionality with the @ feature. Just type an @ sign, followed by what you want to insert, and Google will search for matches and insert them right into your document. Use this feature to tag colleagues, insert files from Google Drive, and add special characters or media. Moving on to Zoom, if you've added a profile picture to your account, it will now show next to your name in the chat area. You can add a profile picture by logging into the Zoom web portal at case.edu/Zoom. In a meeting, you'll now see CWRU-specific backgrounds and video filters in the Video Settings menu. The reactions have also gotten an update. The coffee cup icon, indicating that you're away, is now persistent and will not disappear until you unselect it. Zoom also added another new view for hosts and participants called Focus Mode. Using this mode changes the view for participants, where they can only see themselves and the instructor, while the instructor can see all of the participants. This helps avoid unnecessary distractions that viewing all webcams may cause for participants. There's also the new option to control slides being shared by another person, so no more hearing "next slide please" when needing to advance slides. Finally, when creating meetings, if you add an alternative host, you can enable the option for them to add or edit polls for the meeting. Previously, only hosts could manage polls in this way. Finally, we wanted to share that Box now has a storage limit of 1 terabyte per user. Box should be used for a team's, department's, schools, or other groups' research or institutional data only. It should no longer be used to store individual or personal data. And that's it, all of the highlights for the best new features and updates to our academic technologies. If you have any questions about anything mentioned here, or want more information about a particular technology, please contact the UTech Service Desk at 216-368-HELP, help.case.edu, or help@case.edu. Thanks for watching.